you experience that high success, and then that next drop you might not get that same success you got the first time. So it's like, damn, like what do I do? But shit, I feel like it's kind of just I've learned to just keep working. Like shit, just keep working. Like keep working. You gonna make that. You feel me? You gonna make that next song.
This is Sad Boy Radio.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Sad Boy Radio. I'm your host, Matt, and today we got a very special guest in the building. He recently dropped his project, Back End Diaries, member of OG Music Group. Man, go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
What's the word? Appreciate you for having me, first of all. My name is Juwon. Like bro said, part of the OG camp. I just released my tape, Back End Diaries. So yeah, y'all go get that. It's doing great right now. People really fucking with it. So
Is this your first official interview?
first official interview for real, yeah.
So with the Illinois, it was just a freestyle?
Yeah, it was just a freestyle, but I fuck with them over there. So like we've been talking about like having a real interview and shit.
So why was it just a freestyle that day?
I think it was really cut timing type thing. Like they only had like a certain amount of time type shit. So yeah, we can only like knock out the freestyle and shit. It was like a little interview attached, but like we finna lock in and like, you feel me, really schedule a real in-depth interview.
No, I had checked it out, and like that definitely gave me a little bit more insight, because I told you, bro, there's nothing on you. Like,
no, for sure.
I had to go to
really
Twitter
know me
to
for
find
real.
shit on you. Go ahead, introduce yourself. Let the people know who you are.
No, for sure. My name is Juwon. From Rogers Park. I'm from up north. You feel me? North Side, Chicago. Born and raised in the city. You feel me? Went through what, you feel me, I went through. You feel me? Talk about it in my music a lot. And yeah, kind of just, I don't know, like I feel like a lot of kids that grew up in Chicago kind of experience the same things and stuff like that. So
First, I want to start off with OG Music Group, right? That's a prominent part of who you are. When people think of OG, they think Steve-O, they think Denzo, they think you, Mike Will.
Yeah,
the list goes on, right?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Talk about the inception of the group and, how it all got started for you guys.
OG really is really like everybody that like really grew up with, you feel me? Like, so that's like OG is more than just like the rappers, you feel me? It's more than Denzel, me, Steve, and Danny, you feel me? It's like it's everyone we grew up with, all our homies, you feel me? Like, we all grew up on the north side, really all like met through hooping on some real shit. Like we all met through hooping at the YMCA up north. And yeah, we just been locked in since then. And then when we started music, we started like, you feel me, label ourselves, you feel me? But we always been OG, you feel me? Original God Brothers. We always had motion, you feel me? I don't know what's going
The only reason I know that shit is because Denzo got it in his bio type shit.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, that's what it stands for, Original God Brothers. Everybody in the camp got some type of motion, you feel me, doing their shit.
So then for you, why not throw it in front, bro? I mean, I just mentioned it to you, but it's, it's one of those things that, one, it improves the SEO, but it also just lets people know, like, yo, I'm part of this shit.
Yeah, no, for sure. I feel like everyone already know, you feel me? Like it is like, that's what it is. Like, you feel me? I am like OG Juwon, but like I guess my Instagram handle is just Juwon. Like I go by Juwon, I guess, like professionally. I feel like it's just easier too. I feel like that's another thing. Like it just makes people like know me, you feel me? Because Juwon my real name, you feel me? Like if you just call me Juwon, it's like, I feel like it's some sort of camaraderie there. You feel me? If that makes sense.
I think about it more so like ASAP, right?
Yeah.
And you think ASAP Rocky, ASAP Yam. When you think of the collective, you think of all these people putting that stamp. As you get bigger, it's gonna help people, that don't know you personally identify, like, yo, like he's there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I agree in some sense. You feel me? Like I agree with what you're saying, but like I feel like in another sense, it's kind of like you have the baby face rays and like the V's, you feel me? But you feel me? You know they a camp, you feel me? It's just they are their individual name. And for me, it was kind of like I'm kind of like the last one to start rapping too, so out of the camp. So it's like I wanted to like kind of like have my own, you feel me, like motion in some sense, and when it came to music. So that's what I was. But I feel like, I don't know what's going on. It's still OG Juwon.
I was gonna say, you feel like you gotta earn it?
I wouldn't say earn it, I don't think, because like I feel like I've been fortunate enough to like, you feel me, be who I'm around. So it's like they've honestly like provided me like, or put me in situations where like I'm able to like talk to certain people and, you feel me, like communicate and be cool with certain people and stuff like that. So I guess I wouldn't say earned it, but I earned it. But like, cause I feel like I'm also like, you feel me, like I'm also raw, you feel me, making music. So it's like, I feel like I'm ready to, I feel like at this point, not necessarily, maybe like you asked me that question like a year ago, I would say that, but like now it's kind of like I'm kind of here, and it's like I'm trying to just, get better and really like you feel me make a name for myself.
I tell people all the time when
Yeah.
they're in a group, right? The interview's not about the people that you're around, it's about you.
Mm.
But to tell your story fully, we gotta explore the impact that these people have had on you,
Yeah,
right?
no, for
These are the
sure.
people that you grew up
Yeah,
with,
no,
so
for
they
sure.
definitely like shape the person that you've become.
Yeah, no, for sure. Definitely.
So I want to go down the list a little bit, artist wise. How
Mhm.
have they helped you find who you are through music?
Yeah, no, for sure.
We're gonna start with Mike Will.
Mike Will, it's funny because like even before like anybody knew I could rap, you feel me? Like, cause I never like I was even like just my homies and like not even like OG people in OG, like my like other people that's not in OG, you feel me? OG, they my homies and stuff. But like I never really shown anybody I could like make music or like I always just kept that to myself. Like I feel like ever since I was a kid, I've been like musically inclined. Like you feel me? I was always dancing and singing in the crib and stuff like that. But I always just like really kept to myself. Mike Will, I feel like was like the first person I like showed my music. Like I think I like asked him for a session or something. Like, and then that was back when like Mike Will was like in the crib with DJ Ayo and stuff. He lived with him. And then they was making beats and shit like that. And then I think Mike Will was just learning. And then like I recorded with him one time and that shit was terrible. I'm not even gonna lie, that shit was bogus as hell. But like he's definitely like instrumental in that because I remember like when I first went to him, like I feel like he didn't take me serious, but like I feel like that motivated me for me to like actually like take this shit serious because I feel like he was on his own grind. You feel me? He was learning how to like engineer, like you feel me, be a producer. You feel me? So yeah, but yeah, I worked out. It all came together. So
It takes that one person, even if it feels like the person doesn't believe in you and they're just kind of doing it because you're the homie. That's what starts the trend. That's what gets the train moving.
Another thing about Mike Will is like, I mean, that happened, you feel me? But like, he always like used to tell me to come back and like work, you feel me? Like, I feel like he also wanted to see that. He wanted to see me like actually working and you feel me, putting in the work and like actually trying to get better and stuff. And I feel like, you feel me, from that time up until now, he's seen the progress and now that's why we locked in for real. You feel me, really making these hits.
So then what about Denzel? How has Denzel helped you musically?
Denzel helped me like just you feel me like everything like support like mental support everything like you feel me Denzel you feel me like I knew Denzel like damn near before I knew Steve at the Y, you know what I'm saying, like I said we was all shorty and stuff, but like me and Denzel like go way back, you feel me, like Denzel used to be in like the league, we was like in this little league at the YMCA and stuff. And that's how I knew Denzel. Denzel used to also be cold. Denzel was low-key cold as hell. Like when we was shorties, like Denzel was the coldest. Like
Just not now.
now we done grew up, it's over with. But like Denzel when we was shorties, like he used to be the coldest. Like he was quick as hell and everything. But you feel me? Like growing up, you feel me, and like you feel me, just growing up and then like you feel me reconnecting with people and stuff like that. That's how I feel like that's how like me and Denzel like relationship grew because we knew each other when we were shorties and stuff. But, like when we was growing up, we weren't really like that tight. You feel me? But we always knew we knew each other and stuff like that. As we got older, we really like locked in for real stuff, backing in and stuff like that. So Denzel, like I said, moral support, always willing to be a listening ear. You feel me? So yeah, for sure. Denzel, that nigga for sure.
So talking about that moral support, recently, well, not even recently anymore, a year ago, he was away, couldn't really talk to anybody. What kind of toll did that take on you at that time?
Just, I guess, knowing like your homie, like you feel me, doing that, like going through that, you feel me, like, and you feel me, like, you feel me, if you haven't been in that situation, you wouldn't know what it's like, you know what I'm saying? So like, you feel me, just having to talk to him and then, you feel me, only being able to talk for a certain amount of time, and he telling us like, "Hey gang, like the call finna hang up. Like just know that if the call hang up, I love y'all." You feel me? Shit like that. Like, and then us talking mid sentence, phone cut off. You feel me? Like that shit. You feel me? You be feeling that. You feel me? Like my birthday last year, we had called Denzel. We was at this B&B at my we had a birthday party for myself. I had a birthday party for myself. And then like we had got to talk to him, and it was one of them situations. Like we was talking for like 30 minutes, and then the phone just cut off. But yeah, so that's it's definitely it was definitely like disheartening at that point. But like you feel me, and now he out, he turned, you feel me, we finna really go crazy with this shit for real.
Man, bro, you almost made me shed a tear.
Yeah,
I'm over here like, damn, bro.
Oh dear,
that shit hurt.
We thugging. He always been thugging, but nah, for sure. We good now though. He out.
All right, so what about Steve-O?
That's really like my twin for real. Like that's you feel me? That's the nigga. Like, so after Mike Will, that was the second person I told. And at that point, like, told about my music. And at that point, like, Steve had been rapping for like 2 years, 3 years at that point. So like people had like, you feel me? He had like he had been buzzing up north and shit. So when I first played him my shit, like I knew it wasn't that good, like you feel me, in terms of like mixing and stuff like that. But like you feel me, just to, like he telling me like nigga go in the studio, like what the fuck, yeah, like nigga you can what like that shit hard, like you go in the studio, you feel me. So like that helped me, you feel me, like that the fact that you feel me, someone who's actually like has gotten the buzz, you feel me, up north, and then who happens to be my homie is, you feel me, not telling me like nah bro don't do it, like he's actually encouraging me, you feel me, telling me like nah bro you got talent, like you feel me, go crazy, like. That's and then yeah, me and Steve do everything together. Like that's like I said, that's my twin. Like we do everything together.
And it takes having those people in your corner that are just gonna support you and tell you like, keep doing it. Especially Steve-O, man. Hey, Steve-O's raw as fuck.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's the GOAT. Like he's just as raw as hell. Like actually, like raw as hell, talented.
How do you feel like you've set yourself apart from your OG counterparts, right? Because you're all together, but once again, you're your separate person.
Yeah, so I feel like it's that, you feel me? Like I feel like I have like all of us as a group, but we've all been through our own experiences. So it's kind of me just detailing that in my music. Like you feel me? Sometimes it might, you feel me, cross over, you feel me, into like the life that, you feel me, like that we all lived, you know what I'm saying? But it's like at the end of the day, like I am my own individual, I have my own story. So it's like it's just all about me telling that.
So how does the project reflect that, bro?
Back in Diaries, like and I called it that for me because it's kind of me feeling like I'm coming for it, like I'm old, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then like back end, you feel me, like that being like self-explanatory and like what I'm doing, like you feel me, my everyday life, like it's like trapping, you feel me, whatever, like I'm always trying to get it back in. I'm always trying to get my back in. Always trying to get, you feel me, make some paper. So that's where I come from.
What do you feel like the project has helped you reflect on about yourself?
I guess in the songs and like what I'm detailing, I talk about a lot of like my experiences, whether it be like relationships, whether it be, you feel me, like what I'm doing, like trapping, you feel me, like doing what I gotta do to make money, being on my grind. Yeah, I feel, yeah, and that's what damn near all the songs damn near reflect in some sense, in some aspect, you feel me?
What do you feel like you've learned about yourself through the creation of the project?
A decent amount of myself. I feel like I learned that there's a lot more to tap into, number one. And then kind of just learning how to detail that in music. Kind of like, I guess, and then even working towards like the future, like trying to like figure out how to like tell stories in my music. And then like get better at that and like really detailing like certain events and like kind of have it all like, you feel me, soak around so it's like relatable to the public.
The reason I ask you that is because, you know, when I think about projects, when I think about videos, when I think about any piece of art that you're creating, you create it and it's almost a time capsule of where you were at that point in your life. So when I think back to certain videos, like I'm pretty sure, what the fuck, we had a video way back and it was called, you know, This Time Heal All Wounds. And that was just because I was going through it. And I kept hearing that shit, right? Time heals all wounds. Time heals all wounds. And when you reflect and you think about it, you know, so many bad things can happen in your life. But as time goes on, that wound closes incrementally and it'll never fully be healed. But you understand it better and you're able to move on.
No, for sure, for sure.
Now, for you, when you started rapping, it was COVID. You just graduated. So you had a lot going on, right?
For sure.
Where do you feel like you were mentally, you know, being a recent graduate during the COVID period?
A lot was going on in the world. So it's like, I was just kind of like at home, kind of just trying to focus on like what my future is going to look like. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I knew I always wanted to just try rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew I was talented. I knew I could do something in the studio. You feel me? So, it was our homie Thad, and a shout out Thad. He was an engineer at that point. He was like the only engineer in Champaign at that point. And I went to school in Champaign. I went to UI. Yeah, I went to him one day and like he just like, and I wasn't the best at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like like you just said, I just started. So like. I just walked in there not really knowing how shit go and shit like that, and bro really like taught it. Like he really broke it down for me. Like he really broke down like how it works, like how like you have to sound and how you have to like, you feel me, project your voice like when you rapping and shit like that. Like how you have to just do certain things. You feel me? So
you were quiet when you first started rapping?
I mean, like I feel like I didn't open my mouth enough. Like pause, but like I didn't like you feel me. Like I ain't like pronunciate, I guess, as well as I should have. So
I'm saying that because you're a little quiet right now. I'm like, damn, I guess he's just quiet for real.
yeah, nah, I'm a pretty reserved person. You feel me? Like I don't really kick it with like who I'm familiar with for real, because I don't really like be fucking with people for real, for real. Honestly, like I know a lot of people, but I really only have like a certain, you feel me, group, like amount of friends. Like you feel me, a certain group of friends I fuck with on a daily basis.
Where do you feel like that came from, that reservedness?
A lot of shit I went through in my life, you feel me? Like I feel like I had to, like at certain points in my life, like I had to like just figure shit out on my own, like take shit on the chin and just figure it out myself. So like I feel like yeah, that's where that come from.
What's one of those moments that comes to your mind?
I got sent to Nigeria when I was like 10 for like 3 years. I don't know if you know about the Nigerian like the little not myth, but like the thing that be saying like if your kid's bad, like your parents will send you back. Like that was me. I was like the bad kid.
They
I was
send
bad
your
as
ass
hell.
back to Nigeria.
Yeah, they sent my ass back quick, bro.
Gosh,
Yeah.
what you do?
I was bad. I'm not gonna lie. Like when I was a shorty, I was bad as hell. Like I used to be doing dumbass shit. Like I used to be throwing rocks at buses and shit. Like I used to be going to people's houses, all type of shit, taking the quickest shit I could find, all type of shit. But that was just like
What's the
stupid
thing
little
that got
kid
you
shit.
sent back?
I got suspended because I told my teacher I was gonna beat her with a bat. I told my teacher I was gonna beat her with a bat, and I got suspended for like a week. And my dad beat the fuck out of me when I got to the girl, bro.
I was surprised you didn't get expelled, bro.
My principal, she fucked with me, like, you feel me? Like, she knew I was getting straight A's and all that, like, you feel me? She knew I wasn't a bad kid. I was just doing little kid shit. Like, I wasn't really gonna beat my teacher with a bat, like, you feel me? Like, I was just doing stupid. I was just saying and doing stupid young shit, you feel me?
So what that time in Nigeria do to you?
That's the trenches for real. Like, people be thinking, like, out here, the trenches, like, you feel me? It's trenches, you feel me? But, like, out there, like, it's the trenches, like, the definition of the trenches, like, you feel me? Like, people will go out there, like, without, like, water and, like, light for, like, days. Like, you feel me? Like, you feel me? Not to say that that's the situation I was in, you feel me? Like, I was located in a boarding school, like, in the middle of nowhere. So, like, I experienced some of that in some sense, you feel me? Like I was by myself out there, so like I didn't went through it, like you could just imagine, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then like I'm in a boarding school, I'm out there, they don't really fuck with me because I'm American, like you feel me? Like they thinking like I'm trying to be whatever, act like I'm American and shit. When in reality that's not the case. I'm just like they really just dropped me in this bitch, and then coming back, you feel me? Having to get back adjusted, you feel me? Like
Did that like create any sense of, I don't know, abandonment issues for you?
I'm dead. Not abandonment issues, because, like, I mean, my parents always been my parents. Like, my mom was the cool, like, she's, you feel me, emotional. You feel me? My dad's, like, he on that. Like, he always on that. Like, always. Like, he is who he is. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I've been knew who they were. You feel me? So, it's not like I feel like in his head, like, I always knew, like, in his head, he thought that it would be beneficial for me. But, like, he just, you feel me? He's a Nigerian immigrant, you feel me? He don't really know too much. He don't know better, you know what I'm saying? He just thinking he's doing the best for his kids. So not necessarily abandonment issues, but it was just like I said, like it taught me how to like be independent. It taught me how to like do shit on my own. It taught me how to, you feel me, have confidence in myself, you feel me, get on my grind. Like I don't need nobody to tell me, like just be independent.
How long do you think it took you to understand that disconnect culturally, right? Because there's that cultural disconnect that your parents have being Nigerian immigrants from, you know, the norm in America. So for you, you know, you're growing up in America, but you're growing up in a Nigerian household. There's a conflict in the culture.
I mean, I feel like that came early, you feel me, like early on, like, you feel me, like I was in the crib watching African movies and shit like that, and then I'm going to school, niggas talking about, did you watch this movie, or like have y'all didn't see this movie, and like I can't relate, you know what I'm saying, because I ain't really like, my parents wasn't, you feel me, I ain't have older brothers that was, you feel me, like, I do have older brothers, but like, you feel me, we all, like, you feel me, all went through the same things, but, like, I didn't have, like, you feel me, American parents, like, put me on to certain movies and stuff like that. I had to, like, learn that on my own and, like, yeah, like, learn that and watch them movies and listen to them songs on my own, like, you feel me, as I got older.
I don't know what Denzel ended up asking you.
Yeah.
I had asked him yesterday. I'm like, yo, send me some shit about Juwon. Because, like, I can't find shit.
Oh,
And he's like, his parents are immigrants. I'm like, I was going to assume that.
Oh yeah, nah.
Not on some bogus shit, but like Steve-O's parents are immigrants too, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
We all Nigerian except for Denzel.
He's not Nigerian.
No, Denzel not Nigerian. He definitely is. Though.
He's left out.
We adopted him.
I think Rogers Park. I'm like, oh, the Nigerians.
Damn no, like yeah, we all either moved out there, you feel me, uptown, or like some people's like, you feel me, like I had family like out south and stuff. Like when I was growing up, like so growing up, like when I first grew, like preschool, like early, like you feel me, elementary school, I was in uptown a lot of the time. I went to Christopher House in uptown. That's the preschool I went to, and then there was like this babysitter we used to be like over at. So I used to just like literally just be at her crib, like you feel me, like all the time. And then I always lived in Rogers Park though, so I would always just, my parents would just come pick me up and I'd go back. And then like you feel me, like growing up, I mean like elementary school, high school and stuff like that, you feel me, I was in like I was, you feel me, in Rogers Park majority of the time, you feel like, I mean majority of the time and shit like that. But like I always was low-key out south like on the weekends because my uncle and them lived out there. So like we used to always like be out there like every Sunday. Like I used to be on like 84th and Calumet like every Sunday. Like literally, like we used to.
That's a whole fucking mission, bro.
Literally, yeah, literally. We used to be on 84th and Calumet every Sunday. Just kicking it, you feel me? It was like, it's like this, I forgot what the park is called. Like it's like this park right there, that little like it's this park right there that had like that's like basketball courts and shit. So I used to be putting over there. And that's pretty much how I was maneuvering through the rack, I guess, like growing up.
Do you feel like taking on college was kind of your only choice because of the cultural background?
Yeah, for sure. Like my parents wasn't finna go for me, just like not going to college. Like they wasn't going for that. Like, and then for me, it was kind of just like I wanted to go to get out the crib and like just be on my own. You feel me? Like college gave me like a different, like it taught me a lot. You feel me? You feel me? It taught me just a lot about people, like how niggas be goofies. Like I'm not gonna lie, like, and it's just like I don't know how a lot of people can't like really fend for themselves in the real world. Like you feel me? Because college, you feel me, you on your own. You don't really have your parents to like do shit for you. Like a lot of people don't. A lot of people aren't like they aren't able to take care of themselves. Like a lot of people don't like. Well, like in college, motherfuckers didn't know how to like do laundry and shit. Like you feel me, like shit like that. Like that yeah. So, I feel like college was definitely beneficial. Like you feel me in my life. You feel me? My life for real. So
it's one of those things that is beneficial, but once you're out, you're like, man, that shit was a waste of fucking time.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, yeah, for sure. But it's also just kind of like it puts me like people look at you different. Like when they know you have like you went through college and you graduated and you have degrees, like they look at you different. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you're able to like you feel me? I'm still from the hood. Like you feel me? I still like you feel me? The mental I went through, like you feel me? Do what I do and shit like that. But like I'm also able to like be in a room with business majors and execs of companies, and you feel me? Able to hold my own. You feel me? I'm able to like tap into that. You feel me? Because I have the credentials to, you feel me, actually, you feel me, like have those conversations.
It puts status to your name. It's with anything you do. You know, you build a resume in music and you stand in a room with the biggest producers. They're gonna understand why you're there. That's what a degree does for the working 9-to-5 person, I guess, right?
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, I started rapping in college, so who knows? Maybe if I didn't go to college, I would have been rapping. I was throwing parties and shit at first, for real. So maybe I would have just kept doing that.
You were doing the parties before or once you got to college?
I was doing the parties and shit, party stuff like year like before, and then like right into college type thing. And then I just I was doing that for like really like 3-4 like doing that for like 3 years. We really been turned like. We was turned tail out there, and then we used to come back to the city and throw parties and shit like that in the city and shit. So
just the shit you get yourself into during the college days.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Partying, right? That's one of the number one things that everybody thinks. Oh, I'm gonna go to college. I'm gonna be able to party. I'm gonna do this shit. And even though it seems like the normal thing that you're gonna do, insignificant, whatever, it's tiny. At the end of the day, it really does shape you into, you know, what you're gonna become afterwards. Because you go through a lot of shit. You go through a lot of bullshit when you're, you know, partying underage, doing dumb shit. And once you grow out of that phase, now you got to kind of realize, like, okay, who am I outside of this, right?
I feel like I knew who I was already, but I feel like I helped a lot of people, like, really understand themselves and, like, you feel me? Like, because it's just, like I said, like, you have to learn, like, you're on your own. Like, you have to learn how to do shit on your own. Like, you feel me? Like, so you get to learn, like, certain people aren't for you. Like certain people are for you. Like certain people like might be using you for this, and like certain people might not be using for this. But you learn that on your own. You independent. You have to, you feel me, process that in your mind by yourself.
You know, after you graduate, there's that time period where you don't really know what to do.
Mhm.
You don't know the next step in your life. And
Mhm.
that's when people start to kind of feel like, oh, I'm going to get left behind if I don't pick it up.
I don't think I necessarily went through that phase, or like I maybe did for like a month or something, but like not really. Like it was kind of just like, I mean, I knew COVID was a thing, but like I knew like I had my degree, so I could always just look for a job and
What
like,
the fuck you major in,
you
bro?
know what I'm saying, communications. And I got I got a master's in business management.
You got your master's?
Yeah, because of COVID. Because COVID, I got to stay out there for a year. I got to stay out there for a year and get my master's because of COVID. Like I could think the program at first was like 4 semesters or something, but because of COVID, like they had shortened it to like 1 year. So all my homies were still in Champaign and shit like that. You feel me? And everything was online. So like I was lucky.
So you're smart.
Yeah, I was smart. I'm not I'm smart. Like I'm not a goofy. Like you feel me? Like I said, like I'm able to like hold certain conversations because you feel me, I have those qualifications. So
Shit, I wouldn't feel lost if I had a master's either, bro.
another reason why I wanted to stay in Champaign, like I said fucking like did that because that's when I started making music. So like when I graduated, like with my degree in communications, like I was like, that's when like I said, I kind of had that month of like, damn, like what the fuck am I finna do? But that's when I started going to the studio. And then like we was all like it was COVID, like we was all just in the crib fucking around and shit like that. And then I was like in the studio that whole summer, and I was like, shit, I might as well just stay. They said I only gotta be there for a year. Everything's online, so I could cheat if I know I could cheat if I need to. And yeah, and it looked good, you feel me? So I'm like, I might as well just do that. So I did that, and then that whole year I was literally in the studio, like you feel me, like working on my music, getting rid of my music.
When you got that artistic side that you're focusing on, it's easy to forget about, you know, what do I got to do in the business world, right? For me, with the podcast and shit, I started doing it probably like midway through my junior year of college. And that was still online, COVID, all that shit. So once I finished, I was like, fuck it, I'm going to focus on the podcast. Like, we're going to run the shit up. But recently, I've kind of fallen into this slump where, you know, you experience rapid success. And then once it slows down, you're like, okay, what the fuck do I do now? I was talking about it on the live yesterday. I told him, I'm like, you know, the main thing is like what you do after that success. Because you can have the success, and then once it stops, you're going to go into that slump. And a lot of people quit after that. That's when they say, well, like, fuck, I'm never going to get back to that point.
It's funny you bring that up because, like, I feel like I didn't see that with, like, so many people. Like, whether that be, like, homies, like, starting clothing brands at first, like anything. Like, even with music, like, if you might have homies, like, that make music and, like, or, like, make clothes who, like, when they first started, like, that first year, they was going crazy. And then, like, I don't know, like, after that year, I just see them, like, I just don't see them no more. I don't see their products no more and shit like that. And I feel like it's because of that. Like, you feel me? You get in that, you feel me? You experience that high success, and then that next drop, you might not get that same success you got the first time. So it's like, damn, like, what do I do? But shit, I feel like it's kind of just, I've learned to just keep working. Like, shit, just keep working. Like, keep working. You gonna make that, you feel me? You gonna make that next song, or you gonna make that next, you feel me? Like, drop, that next hoodie or whatever that's gonna go crazy.
People will probably say the first drop is the hardest. The first drop is the easiest.
Easiest, for sure.
Because that's when you're gonna get all the love.
For sure.
And then you follow it up, you know, just like you said, you don't see it anymore. I think my first video did like 200 views or some shit. People that don't talk to me anymore watched it, like random ass people, right? Because they're like, oh, this dude's doing this now. Let me check it out.
People be like curious for real. Like, a lot of people be looking at other people, like, you feel me, and they be acting like they don't, but they be on their Instagrams. They just be nosy as hell for real. Like, so like that's probably where a lot of like people like first, you feel me, like success comes from, because a lot of people are like intrigued as to like, oh, what you got going on. So like you said, it's kind of like you said, it's the easiest, because it's like people's really like a lot of people might just be tapping in for just because they nosy, or like they want to see like what you got going on, you feel me? But they might not be supporting you for real. You have to make them like actually fuck with your shit and actually be like, oh, okay, like I actually fuck with what bro's doing.
I say this because people gotta know and they gotta understand that. Recently, I know some people, they just started a podcast and, you know, they're talking to me and kind of like asking for advice. And I don't want to like be an asshole and tell them like
Yeah.
the love you got on the first one is great.
Yeah,
But once that second one hits,
yeah.
don't get discouraged because it is what it is.
Yeah.
But anyways, I pulled the song. It's a pop song, East Side by Khalid and Halsey. And she says, 17 and we got a dream to have a family, a house, and everything in between. And then suddenly we turn 23. Now we got pressure for taking life more seriously. And that's real. When you're under 18, you don't think about that shit. You're like, all right, this is what my life's going to look like 10 years from now.
When you're 18, you just living life. You know what I'm saying? Like you just living. You're not really thinking about what's coming after. Like you just living. You feel me? You have to get to that certain point, I feel like, in life to really like understand and like really think about like, damn, like what the fuck am I finna do with my life?
What do you think it was that pushed you?
Look in reality, like I feel like the fact that I knew that I was raw, you feel me? I was talented, I was able to do this. I feel like, okay, like I could do this and like we could all really like, you feel me, like go crazy, you feel me? Like I have the nod from like, you feel me, like my homie who had been rapping and like, you feel me, had established his name, you feel me, up north and like in the city. So it's like, why not? It'll just make the whole camp like more turn.
They don't even know about 2 letters yet, bro.
Yeah, no, for sure. They don't know about 2 letters. That bitch gonna come out and do numbers for sure.
I listen to that shit every day.
Who you think had the hardest verse? Rate it.
I like Denzo's low key.
Oh, funny.
I fuck with Denzo's.
Denzo went crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Steve-O had the hardest hooks.
Cause he had the hook.
The hardest catches.
Yeah.
But Denzo,
Denzo
said I'm
Denzo
trying to
went
see
crazy.
what's on his mind.
Yeah, a photo. Yeah, Denzo went crazy. He got the Parkinson's line, all type of shit. He went crazy.
I want to know what you meant by the fucking Green Bay line, bro. Don't tell me you're a Packers fan, bro.
I'm not a Packers fan.
I don't even know why you would put that in there, bro. You're from Chicago. Like, I want to like the line. I want to like the bar, bro. But you can't be shouting out Green Bay.
Nah. I'm not shouting out Green Bay. That's just about honestly. I don't really fuck with the Packers. I'm not gonna lie. I don't trust people that fuck with the Packers too. If you from Chicago and you fuck with the Packers, I don't trust you. So Anthony Davis, I don't trust you.
We don't claim him. Speaking of Anthony Davis, you know, basketball, it was your first passion, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Before this music shit, it was basketball.
Yeah, for sure.
Talk about your experience over at U of I. You know, you were on the basketball team for a little bit.
I wasn't on the basketball team. I was doing like the manager thing. I was gonna do like the manager thing. You had to do like the manager thing, like walk on type shit. So I was doing that and like, you feel me, like hooping with the players and shit like that. So yeah, I was you feel me, thinking about doing that. I just kind of like, I don't know. I didn't think like it was gonna necessarily like be what I wanted it to be, and like I feel like I was gonna miss out on my college experience. So I was like, fuck that shit. But yeah, like I'll be hooping like you said. Basketball was my first love. Like I didn't know I was going to the NBA like till like I was 18. Like you feel me? Like, and I even play in high school because I didn't fuck with my coach. Like yeah, and I had just came back. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of getting back adjusted. So like I haven't played high school, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie. There's nothing you could tell me. Like until I got to like the 18 and 19, I was like, I'm going to the league. I'm gonna figure out some way. I'm gonna go to the G League, and then I'm finna work my way up or something. But you know, that's just me. That was just me, my passion for basketball.
You didn't fuck with the coach, bro?
Yeah.
Were you not coachable?
I feel like it was kind of just how like shit worked out. You know what I'm saying? Because like I came back from Nigeria like the beginning of high school, and then like I said, it was kind of just me kind of getting back adjusted to a lot of shit. And then I also didn't have confidence in myself when it came to basketball because like before I went, I was like I always been raw at hooping. You feel me, like that? But like you feel me? But like in Nigeria, they don't hoop. You know what I'm saying? So like I wasn't in the gym every summer like hooping. You know what I'm saying? Like I was playing soccer and shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't. You feel me? I wasn't hooping. They don't hoop out there for real. Like and if they do, like it's not like how we hooping over here. You know what I'm saying? So like I wasn't in the gym like working on my game. Like I just came back and just like had like the raw talent. You know what I'm saying? I just never like, I don't know. I just never like, I guess had the confidence in myself to actually like, you feel me, like go to him. I mean, like, well, like not necessarily go to him because like he also was a dickhead too. Like you feel me in some sense. So it's also like it was kind of I feel like the clash and like my confidence and like him being a dickhead.
You should have been in the league, bro. You're
dead.
too tall to not be in the league.
I'm crying. I'm dead. Nah, I the league is tough because I mean the league. What the NBA only got like 200. I don't know. I think like 200 players or some shit like that. It's hard as hit. It's the NBA. It's the NBA. Like you feel me? Like people be thinking like the NBA. Like people suck in the NBA, but every nigga in the NBA would probably give local export nigga work. Like real work though. Like real work. You feel me? So that's tough. To get in the league is tough. Shout out to Taylor. He from up north. He got to the league. So shout out to Taylor.
That's your guy's boy, right?
Yeah, that's really Steve and them homie for real. Like I ain't really grew up with him for real, but you feel me? He from up north, you feel me? So I'm supporting from afar.
Did he hoop with you guys at the Y?
I don't think he ever came to the Y. Maybe he did. I just, you feel me? I know he wasn't there like consistently because like I would, you feel me, be cool with him and shit like that. But I think he was more so like a Loyola. Like a lot of people like either went to the Y or like they went to Loyola. And like I went to Loyola a couple of times, but like I was usually every day at like either the Y and then they had open export like when we got older. So like motherfuckers migrated to export.
So real quick before we close out, bro.
Yeah.
How do you feel like the experiences that you've lived are going to continue to impact your music going forward? I want to see the more personal side, bro. I feel like we're getting the turn shit right now.
And I feel like that comes with like the projects and shit. Like so like this is like a mixtape of like stuff I just put together. But I feel like when I drop my real album, it's gonna be like all songs that like really give you like a real insight into like my life and like the shit that I've been through and like you feel me, the experiences I've experienced and yeah, like and I guess like really like gives you like a notebook into like why I am the way I am.
What do you think that is?
I'm cool. Like I don't be like I don't be nobody's business. I don't be fucking with nobody. I just be on my own shit, worry about my own problems, my family, my homies, my brothers. You feel me? Like I don't be really worried about nobody. I feel like a lot of people be having like reality fucked up. Like they just be thinking like they be. I feel like a lot of people be like letting their emotions like play into their decisions and like how they view like the world and like view life. Like, and I don't think you could live. You should be. I don't think you should do that if you want to like live like a life that makes sense and like that's true to you.
What do you feel like something that you're going to express in your music that you haven't yet?
My childhood and like what I went through, like growing up and shit like that. It's probably what I want to like tap into more and like really giving people like a detail and like I even kind of maybe like talking about the contrast between like you feel me, grew up in the hood in Iraq and then like going to Nigeria and being in the middle of nowhere and being in boarding school out there.
Well, shit, bro, I appreciate you sitting down with us.
Appreciate you for having me.
Shit. You're gonna go crazy with this new project, bro. So keep doing your thing.
For sure, y'all go tap in. Y'all follow me on IG at _JUWN and y'all go. You feel me? Go get that Back End Diaries out now.
Make sure you guys go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. Sad Boys for real. Peace out.
This is Sad Boy Radio.
Broken pieces, who's to blame?